Bill and Bonnet Wright in the picture just before. I'm with the Jesus Film, with under Campus Crusade for Christ, and the Jesus Film was the brainchild of Bill Bright, who had a vision from really the time he became a believer to help produce a film about the life of Christ that was very accurate historically, culturally to the time, etc. And I'll just say while I'm thinking about it, I have a few Jesus Film cards with me that we have come out with that I give out like candy. It's so much fun. It has a little picture from the film on the front, and then on the back you can go on with your phone and watch the entire film in any of the 1,700 languages. Or you can go on with your computer. It's like a gift card, you know, and you can go in there. I have just a few of those with me today, and just a fun thing to leave at a restaurant with a waitress, or I just pass them out all over the place, and I almost never get turned down, especially when I say it's the most translated movie in the history of movie making, the most viewed, the most distributed, by far. Then people start guessing. Is it E.T.? Is it Gone with the Wind? And so it's always fun, you know, to see what people are going to come. So it's just an easy, natural thing to have conversation about it. But I'll tell you about that because I know Roger would be in full agreement with opportunities to get out evangelism. But I first met Roger way back in, I think it was like 1981, 1982, at the U.S. Center for World Mission Cafeteria. And we've known each other since then, and just wonderful to know a person like Roger that has such a heart for evangelism, which is just my heart in so many ways too. And he's so encouraged me through the years in a number of ways. One way Roger encouraged me is through scriptures that he had memorized, that he would quote. And sometimes it was just the right scripture for me, you know, at that particular time. Maybe I was a little discouraged in the ministry or whatever, you know, might be going on. I'll tell you one real quick funny story about Roger. It was funny at the time, but I'm sure Roger was in some pain, so that wasn't so funny. But he was having a performance of St. Patrick. No, I think it was Wesley. Anyway, at one of the local Nazarene churches around here, I was at the performance, and Roger had hurt his leg or his foot. And he came up to me after the performance and he said, "Do you think you could come in and help me remove my boot when I need to take it off afterwards?" So I went back into the dressing room, and I'll tell you, it gave me an appreciation for him getting that out for him. It took some doing with me, with both of my hands okay, to get that boot off of him. So anyway, it gave me just a little appreciation of all that he goes through with his outfits and everything. We finally got off the boot, so that was good. But one other quick story. I have had at my home a couple of what I call my Christian history parties, and people come representing a person from Christian history, or it could be somebody alive today that has really influenced their life. And we have had Henrietta Mears, who was the woman behind Bill Bright, and the woman that Billy Graham said was the woman that influenced his life the most of any woman other than his mother in terms of him going into ministry. She was on staff at Hollywood Presbyterian Church until her death at, I think, was 73. She was still leading the college class at Hollywood Presbyterian Church. And I was in a Sunday school class there a couple years ago, and they had a picture of Henrietta Mears in there, and they said she had led 450 people into full-time Christian work, you know, by her encouragement. So anyway, one of these Christian history parties, I was Henrietta Mears, and so when people came through the door, I said, "Welcome to Hollywood Presbyterian Church." I said, I'm very tired. It may not be a late night because I've had a prayer meeting at my house the night before, which she regularly did. And then also early morning prayer meetings she would have. And so anyway, we tried to stay in character and then guess, you know, who the different people were. But I asked Roger at one of these parties if he would come and represent St. Patrick, since it was near St. Patrick's Day. And bless his heart, he put on his outfit and came. And I kept telling people he wasn't quite there yet. I said, "We have a special guest coming that's many centuries old, and so it may take him a while to get here. And so when he finally appeared, then of course everybody instantly knew it was St. Patrick, and then I had asked him if he would do a teaching on St. Patrick that night, and people so loved it. But it just is Roger, I know he had a very busy schedule, but he was willing to take out the time to do that, and we all just loved that. And I still get comments about those Christian history parties, so I'm going to have to do another one sometime. I really enjoyed that. But Roger played just a wonderful part in my life in many, many ways through the years, so thank you.